Good morning, everyone. First of all, let me say happy Thanksgiving for those of you who celebrate. I am actually filming this on Thanksgiving morning, so which is a perfect day to do this because this is our postcard challenge for the month of November in the Tatty Treasure and Friends Facebook group. And this week's card, the theme is, what are you, I should have read this before I started the video. It's either what are you grateful for or what are you thankful for? And I can't remember which one it is, but it's one of those. So, so today is the perfect day, obviously, to do this on the day of Thanksgiving. So regardless of how you feel about Thanksgiving or what your personal beliefs are, I personally feel that today is more about giving thanks for the things that you have in your life, that are provided for you, that you're able to manifest, that you're able to, the gifts that you have, all of those things. So that being said, let's get started. So I have a card that is 6x4. All of our cards that we do this with are 6x4. So I have just a piece of cardstock here, cream colored cardstock that I've started with. And I have my little envelope that I've kind of been working out of all month, that has just a bunch of random lace and ribbon and paper and some other things in there. Those are all part of that. I have some leftover paper from the Midnight Meadow kit that I did an album with. So I have some leftover paper from that. I have some random other stuff in here too, but I just grabbed this stuff. I have some cards. I might use those. I have some other things. And then I also have this. My mom just sent me this not too long ago. This is the Cartabella paper company. It's also Echo. What are they called? Echo Studio maybe, or something like that. Anyway, but they have this kit that's called Gather at Home, and there's a bunch of thankful and blessed and kinds of things that I think would go with this. And the greens in here probably more than anything. There's not a lot of color in this paper, but there are some things in here I do want to use. Like I really love the vellum. I printed those tags and stuff on vellum. I really love that. And I also have these that I printed onto vellum, and I also have a sheet of the paper that I printed on vellum. So I thought that we would just kind of get started. And you know me, I kind of like the whole collage idea. And I don't really know what I'm going to use, but I do think I'm going to get out this little thing of ephemera, and it's got a whole bunch of stuff on it. I need to hold it up to kind of read it a little bit closer. There's a really cute little frame in here that I like. And you know, there's one that says bless this house and some other things. So I like this. I like this little frame right here. This is super cute. Let me see if I can get these out of here. So there's this little frame, and this kind of pops out of the center. So this says, love makes this house a home, but I kind of actually like the frame. Let's see. I like these too. I'm always a big thing about flags. I like these little banner flag things. So maybe we'll use those too. Bless this house. I don't know. I also like, I like the sticker. There's a sticker back here that says blessed, or there's a little blessed one right there. Yeah, see, and they have some more banner kind of flag things here. I kind of like that. So let's see. So, oh, and here's some more down here. So the good thing about kind of having a kit like this is, you know, the paper like this is you can just kind of like play around and see what they have. And I may end up actually making a whole journal out of this. So I may do that because I do love their paper. And I think that it's just super, super pretty. So, and oh, and this has a nice texture to it too. I like that. It has this kind of, what do they call that? Like an orange peel kind of, feel to it. If any of you are that old school scrapbooker, when Basil paper cardstock came out with all the different textures, and there was a linen, and they had a crisscross one, and I can't remember what that one was called, and they had this orange peel kind of one too. And like now I kind of like this because this will kind of go along with our little vellum flowers that I was thinking of using, that I just had just a minute ago. So if we're going to use these kind of vellum, you know, so to have some of these with that green, I kind of like that. The other thing too is I think that, I'm not sure what size these are. Let's see. So this is 6. So I think these are 6x4. Yeah. Yep, pretty much 6x4. You could actually just cut out one of these and start with this as a starting place, you know what I mean? Like, and then just kind of add to it. Like this kind of bless this house one, or this welcome one is kind of cool, because it could allow you to start with a base. If you're doing this challenge, you could start with a base and then add things to it. So that's something, if you're looking for, you know, something to do, a way to do it. I like this, but it matches that frame. So, and I think I might want to use that frame. I like these little cards too. They're kind of fun. The clocks and the coffee cups. I like that nice plaid. I actually like this one a lot better. Ooh, that's pretty. And that's the front. So let's see. I think we might do a little bit with this one here. I like this one. And I think that darker green, this. And, one more maybe. Maybe the green polka dots. Oh, that pink's kind of cute with it too. I would pull the pink from that maybe a little bit more. What's on the back of that one? No, that one's 2. I think that I'm going to just keep these 3 out to start with, 4 out, sorry. And we will kind of play with them a little bit and see what we have. So I do like this. I like this. I kind of like that. There is the blessed here, which I might use. There's also blessed, I think, on the the sticker sheet. So it depends on how chunky I want to get, because this is that chipboard. So those are could be a little chunky. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and do our normal, what I've been doing this whole time is just kind of do the little tear and collage onto this base. So I think I'm going to just kind of start, and this paper is thick. So this is, I mean, almost a cardstock in itself, honestly. It's pretty chunky. It's pretty chunky. So it's going to make this card, and this is not super heavyweight cardstock. I mean, this is kind of more of a probably a medium weight when you're talking about something like that. So let's see how well my glue is going to work today. I need to get a new bottle out, I think. This is being grumpy with me, which is funny because, you know, it's been closed. It's not like I've been using it constantly and leaving it open. So let's see. There we go. So how far do I need to go on this? So I hope everybody is having a beautiful day. And if you do celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope that you have a great day. With that, it's going to be pretty quiet here, just me and my partner and a couple of friends, maybe at least one friend. So it's going to be pretty quiet overall. We're not going to have a whole lot of activities. So, but we are doing the whole big turkey thing. So we're doing turkey and stuffing and mashed potatoes and that heinous green bean casserole, and no Jello salads for those of you that watched last week's. No Jello salads here. Sorry. Although I did notice nobody emailed me for the Jello salad recipe, so, you know, I guess nobody was really impressed with the whole idea of that. My mom will be devastated that nobody liked it, but, you know, that's on her. So I think I'm just going to layer these in kind of an interesting way. I don't know. I kind of have this idea now that I've been doing this. And now I got to figure out how to do this so I don't, I really have a hard time ripping smaller pieces, if you know what I mean. Especially when you're trying to see how much you're trying to rip off. So we're just going to go for it and see how this works. I'm always impressed when people are able to just go rip, and they rip the whole thing. And I'm like, how did you frickin' do that? Because, like, that just looks like that was amazing how people do it. I'm always like, I couldn't do that. That would just be so hard. So I think what I want to do is maybe put these like this and then overlap it with this one. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to glue this one on first. So I think what I'm going to do is just put some glue on the card. I'm going to cross over that one and put some up here. So I don't know. I don't, you know, I don't really want to sensationalize or talk about like, you know, things that are are sad. But, and I don't know how many people from outside of the United States, if this is something that's really kind of hit the world stage or not, I don't know. But so for those of you that do not know, I don't live in Idaho now, but I was born and raised there, and I was raised there. I was born in Utah, but I grew up there, and you know, my family still lives there. I still have a lot of people I know there, and the whole thing that just happened at the University of Idaho, the poor kids that were murdered, that is just so sad and so devastating to me. And I feel really bad. And, you know, as a mother too, I, you know, worry about my kids in, you know, out there in the world like that. And it's kind of, the whole thing's kind of sad and just super, super scary, really. But I am kind of a, for lack of a better word, I'm kind of a true crime kind of weirdo, I guess, if you want to call it that. And I really, I love crime. I love mystery novels, and I love all of that kind of stuff. So, I'm kind of obsessed, a little obsessed with it right now. I mean, not only is it like kind of a what the heck happened kind of thing, but it's also, you know, very close to home for me. And something that I feel, you know, is really sad that it happened. I'm just going to go around and trim this a little bit. It's not completely even with my card. Not that I would be so extremely upset about that, really, but but anyway, so curious if anybody else is really kind of obsessed with it or not, or if people even know about it outside of the US. Or, I mean, here it's kind of been like this big thing, you know, all over the news and all over kind of everything. So so I didn't ink these up beforehand, so I'm just going to kind of run a little ink over it, over those edges right there, and then I'll ink all the way around the edge of it. So I have today off from work on Thanksgiving, and then I have to go back to work tomorrow. I did not take tomorrow off because I don't really have that big of a thing, you know, that big of a I don't know what I'm trying to say, that, you know, I don't have, like, you know, I don't have a lot of family over. I don't have people coming. I don't have all of that. So that's not such a big deal for me. So, okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to put this on here, but I want to back this on just a square of maybe a darker color. And I don't know if I want to use that green or this green. This is kind of almost a black, maybe. But I think I want to back it, but I'm going to glue it on to cut it, but I'm going to leave the top open. So that way, if I want to put something in there, I could. So I'm just going to glue it like this on 3 sides. So it's a little pocket. And I'm not going to cover it with acetate. I could, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to put it on here. And then I'm just going to get my trimmer and trim around it. My big giant trimmer. And yes, I'm going to cut this whole slice off. That didn't seem very straight. Oh, maybe that's more straight. Maybe I had it crooked in the trimmer. Sometimes I get things real wonky in this trimmer. I don't know why. Like, I don't know, maybe because I can't see this edge right here when I'm sitting down, or I'm not really sure. But sometimes I feel like this trimmer cuts really kind of wonky. So, I don't know. And I know it's got this stupid light in it that's supposed to make it easier to trim. See, that edge is really not even at all. And now I think if I trim this one, the rest of them are going to be all weird. Yeah, like that one's all crooked. That one's all crooked. Let me put it this way. So, hope everybody is having a good week overall. Things are pretty quiet here. We don't have a whole lot of snow yet, which is good. I'm kind of happy about that. Kind of not super excited about the snow. It's not my favorite thing in the whole world. Come on. And, but I do like all 4 seasons. So I do. Okay. So I had to find the top. So, that's the top. So I think I want to put this down here, and then I'll put some things around that little frame. And I'm not going to make that a pocket. I'm just going to glue the whole thing down, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to make that a pocket. So, just going to glue this on. So there is a little pocket there that I could slide something into, and I probably should have covered it, but I'm not that. I was gonna see, because they have little squares here, but they're probably too big. But there might be something in here that would be good. Let's see. Ba 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 ba. Let's see. See, that's cute. And I wonder if I cut that out. That might fit, but I think that might be too big for the words might go out of the frame, you know? I don't really want to do all that work for something that's not gonna show. That's me being lazy. For sure, for sure. That's cute, but I don't know if that will fit in there. I think I might have to make a tag and put something on it. You know what I mean? Like I might have to make a tag and put some things on it. So, because I think this is the thing that went inside of it. That's the thing that went inside of there. That I popped out of the frame. I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it. Maybe it doesn't need to have anything in it, Dana. Like maybe it could just be okay the way it is. Sometimes we can let things just be what they are. right? Okay, so what is this little, oh, the little clock. Okay, so I think what I might do is actually, where is that piece of vellum? So I'm going to show you kind of how I did this, and I think I might use this one right here because I kind of like how that might look right on that, like that. So let me show you what I did. So I just printed these onto vellum, and so I just used my finger as a guide and just kind of, you know, put my thumb on one side and said, okay, so I can't, you know, this way I don't tear past where my thumb is. And then I just kind of used that as a guide to where I tore around this. So that way I wasn't going to tear into the actual thing that I printed, whatever it was, right? The tag or these flowers. I like this. The new kit that I'm going to work with next month in December is kind of, it's called Winter Sage, I think. So it's kind of a lot of the same colors as the journal that I make, the planner that I'm making, that sage and willow, I think it is. Willow and sage, something like that. It's got some really cute little woodland animals in it, and I want to use them, but fussy cutting makes me just tired. I know some people really love it, and there are times I do love it. Like I will sit and fussy cut like tags and stuff like that, but to fussy cut all those animals just kind of makes me, or to fussy cut something like this makes me want to cry a little bit. Gonna be honest with you. So I like printing them on vellum and just ripping them out. So I'm gonna print some of those animals on that. And then I'm going to see, now I like this. I just don't like that big thing at the top there. So I actually think I'm just gonna rip that right off. Like that. So that will fit really nicely right there on that edge. And I am just going to use this glue, and I'm just going to kind of trace where the black is and not get too goopy, and try not to drop it. So don't do what I do. Don't be messy like me. Okay. So that's enough to hold it. I just need to hold it. I don't need it to be. And I'm going to kind of cover up our little space there, but I'm okay because I'm actually going to put some other things on there. And that right there will bug me. So I'm going to stick that down a little bit more. Just a dot in there. See if I can stick those two edges down. So I kind of like that. And I have on the sticker sheet, let's see, there's one that says blessed that I like. So I might put that down here, like kind of down here where you can see it maybe. And then, let's see what else. So there's one that says family. There's a couple that say family, this one and this one. But I think I need something like up here in this corner to kind of, although what I was thinking is I might use these and maybe the ones from here. Depends on how many there are. And I was thinking of making a banner, but these are kind of big actually. Now that I look at them, I might have to cut the tops off of them. So I was thinking of making a little string that kind of runs across to there from this corner over. So see, these would really hang down on top of this if I were to do it this way. And this one I would probably want to put up here so they weren't so matchy-matchy. And maybe put this one up here because that's the same pattern. And then we'll do this one, and then this one, and then the black one. So they would kind of hang across there, but that really covers that up quite a lot. So, I mean, if I went across the top, just across the top like that, then they would all sit like this. That would still kind of cover up all of that. So if I were to use these smaller ones that are off of this, let's see, let's look at the pink one. See, these are a lot smaller. So I don't know, they're still going to cover that up a lot. I don't know. I kind of like these banners. I'm weird about banners and things like that. I mean, I really love them, but I don't know if I need them now that I'm really looking at this. I just think that I need something. I definitely need something here, but I also need something over here, I think. Let's see. This is where you guys get to learn about my weird creative, just going on and on. Oh, that says home too. I do like that. So there's family and home. And there's one that says love. So I might fill this in, like family, home. Make that one kind of stick off a little bit onto the frame. So I guess I didn't really need that to be cut if I'm going to stick these stickers in. But you know, you never know what you're going to do, right? Sometimes you might be like, oh yeah, I really want to do this. I want this to be open. I want this to work this way. And then other times you're like, nah, I'm good. I don't need it to be. I like this happiness, but it's really big. Does this one say homemade with love? Let's see what's on this one now. Let's see. This one has thankful, welcome, blessed. Family, home. Do family and home. I'm going to put love on here. Make sure it's even. Let's see, what else? Not sure there's much more, many other words. Happiness. I think the happiness is too big. Yeah, I just think that's too big. I mean, it could go all the way out like this. That's not so bad. Although if I took the love up, this is one of the things I love about stickers, is you can kind of move them around a little bit. I could put the love up here if I could get it off of me. That would help that corner up there. Oh, I do kind of like that now. Okay. So, I mean, one of the things you can see, obviously, and it's something I think that some people have a problem with, is using things that are from different places. So even though this isn't maybe the same style as this, I still like it. I love how that looks on the side of that. You know, some people may be, oh, that's horrible, Dana. You just ruined it by putting that on there. But I kind of like it. Oh, you know what else I really like? I always like to look at this because sometimes these things are a smaller version of the actual thing. And sometimes I like to use like a strip of this because it's got all the papers and they're already stripped. You know what I mean? You could use it like that. But some of these things, like that little welcome right there, that's not actually in the kit anywhere, I think. It's on it's on this right here. But that's kind of cool right there, like to cut out and use. I'm not going to use it on here, but that would be one of the cool things you could do. So I don't know. I'm still thinking about that. I might want to make a little banner over here because I don't know. I'm just weird about banners. I actually really like them. And I think it needs something up there, but I'm not sure about these. I think these are too big, but let me try this. Let me try this. So if I put this one here, and I put this one here, and I put this one. See, they're going to end up kind of going off because it's such a big. And if I do it this way, then I probably only need 3 of them if I'm just going to do this corner right here. But I still think that maybe I should use the stickers because they are so much smaller. And, you know, these stickers are so much smaller that they might they might work better than these. Excuse me. Then it's getting I don't know. I like to go from corner to corner, and I'm just going to really mess that up if I do that, unless I go this way and I go right to the edge of that. So I can either go this way. If I'm going to do a banner, I can either go from there to kind of the middle of that. So if we were to do some of these, you know, like this one, and then this one, and then maybe this black checks, and then actually I don't like this one as much. That one just looks like it's cut weird. I don't know, maybe it's me, and maybe people like them cut that way. I don't know. So I think I'm going to use this triangle one up here. If I could not get it stuck somewhere else on my paper. Just. Okay. So that and that and that. And then let's see. We need another solid kind of one. So maybe this dark green. And then maybe one more right there, little skinny one. Let's see. What do I have? I've already used those flowers. That one, so maybe this one. Oh yeah, that's better. This. Okay, and I actually might put that one there. Maybe not, because that's too close to that. Maybe I'll put it there. Okay, so let's see. So what we're gonna do is, the first thing I'm gonna do is pull all these off and just stick them on the edge of my glass mat. So I have them all in a good place. Okay. And then I'm going to poke a hole in my card. I'm going to go from like right here down to here, I think. Okay. And then let's see if we can go in and out of these. Probably should have gotten my mat, but okay, that it's got holes. This one needs holes. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. Trying to keep things on camera as much as possible. Just poking holes in the corners of these so I can thread the thread through that we're going to use for this banner. And again, I am not being super precise or super, I'm just trying not to stab myself really more than anything. That would probably be the thing I want to do the least of is stabbing myself. So, and here, oh my gosh. And then trim that off. So I kind of like that they stick out a little bit on either side. And then I'm going to I don't even know if I'm going to stick them down that much. Like I might just kind of leave them loose. We'll see. I might wait until I decide where I'm going to use this and then do it. But there you go. So kind of a simple little card. Easy, simple. I'm not really going to ink anything else. I think, you know, I don't even know yet. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna even ink the back, because if I decide to stick it down and use it as a pocket or something, then I don't want to do that. And, you know, then, I don't really care about the back inked, but if I'm going to use it as a card that I'm going to journal on, then I'll just ink the edges of the back of this and then use it this way. So I think that's it. So there you go. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that if you celebrate Thanksgiving, that you had a beautiful Thanksgiving, because this won't be posted until Sunday. And I will see you guys back again a little bit later this month, and I will have a couple, well, not this month, not November, maybe November. I might have one more thing in November, but I will definitely be back in December to work on my planner, and I have a couple of other things that I'm working on as well that I'm planning. So I will see all of you again in the near future. So take care, guys. Thanks. Bye-bye.